Hello, everybody. Welcome to a Circus of Sound, a very experimental D&D game, with a bunch of magical people that I'm about to introduce to you right now. So first and foremost, let me introduce you to our amazing group of players. We have Mariah Rose Faith. Do you want to introduce yourself quickly and say who you're playing and what they are?
Yes. Hi, I am Mariah Rose Faith, and I'm a fairy barbarian, so classic.
And her name is?
And her name is Seraphina, too.
Oh, it's a great name. Great name. Moving down the line, we have the amazing Anthony Rapp.
Hello. I'm playing is it Harringen or Harringen?
Harringen, yeah.
Harringen, yeah. Which is a bunny person. I didn't have any bunny ears, so I'm not going to do this the whole time. But just because he's fluffy doesn't mean he's nice. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, this is exciting. 2 new races that just might so happen to be in the Witchlight book that's dropping very soon. So be on the lookout for that. I'm excited to have them both playing this
and his name is
race.
Jane Gideon.
Jane Gideon. Moving down the line, we got Jason Charles Miller.
Hello, I'm Jason Charles Miller, and tonight I will be playing the Air Genasi sorcerer known only as Marcus the Magnificent.
Oh yeah, you're in for a treat, everybody. You're in for a treat. All right, next up is Vico Ortiz.
What's good? I'm Vico. I use they, them pronouns. I'm playing Karaiki, the Kenku rogue. Kenku is kind of like a raven without wings, has like regular human arms. They can't really fly. But I'm an acrobat because I miss flying, and that's the closest thing I could ever get to that. So that's me.
And last but not least, we have Azie Dungey.
I'm Azie. And I'm playing an Aasimar bard. And an Aasimar is a person who's connected to a celestial angelic being. So, I mean, that sounds pretty fantastic. And her name is Zenith.
Zenith, and that is our cast of characters for you today for D&D Circus of Sound. So with that, we wanted to tell you a very exciting thing, which is welcome, my dear friends, to the Witchlight.
Welcome to the Witchlight, take a seat.
This show's gonna have you on your feet.
Come see all the splendor of the style. We swear that this is worth your while.
There will be singing, there'll be dance. There will be magic and romance.
A kangaroo flying through the air.
A feast if you want a little scare. Welcome to the Witchlight, take a seat.
I swear the show is really neat.
Come see all the wonder, all the grace.
And if you don't, I'll punch your face.
Here, take a pamphlet, 2 for 1.
My grandma said that it was fun.
Go tell your friends it's not a bore.
God old is shouting to the chore.
Welcome to the Witchlight.
Welcome to the Witchlight. Welcome to the Witchlight. Welcome to the Witchlight.
Welcome to the Witchlight.
Welcome to the Witchlight. Welcome to the Witchlight. Welcome to the Witchlight.
Hi, everybody. We're having fun. We have some songs for you today. There it is. There's the hook. There's the jam. You might be seeing some performances. We'll, set it up with that. But first and foremost, the story must begin. So, it has been a long day at the Witchlight Carnival, as you have all been handing out flyers for your show, Miss Fizzy Banks' Fantastical Flying Circus. Literally, the flyers are hired out by like these pixies that kind of like sit on the shoulders of passersby and just yell at them all day to come. So it really hasn't been working. And you've been 4 weeks on the road and you finally reached this esteemed carnival. To be honest, your show was even lucky to get one of these slots when you guys applied. Getting in was one thing. Finding it was a whole other ordeal. After 6 years on this show together, you've seen it all. Crowds young and old, inspired and captivated, but unfortunately it seems you're kind of at the end of the more jaded area now, considering all of these wondrous things you've seen here your past few weeks. I mean, the other circuses are just so inventive and well-funded. Their costumes are jazzier, more bedazzled. Their setups are bigger. Their fireworks are literally pieces of art. Like literally, they explode into magnificent paintings and statues. So exhausted has been a very light way to put it. And more recently, the shows have been half, maybe even a quarter full if you're lucky. You're not really sure what you guys have been missing. But Miss Fizzy Banks hasn't really been happy. And as your loyal, dedicated, and kind of eccentric boss, you've been concerned for her well-being lately, too. First to note, your main competition the past few weeks has been the circus not too far across the way with lines out the door. At first, there were a few folks there. Now it's been lined to the brim. It's called Jasper's Jovial Jumpers. Sigh. Ring Mistress Fizzy Banks has been trying to get tickets for weeks to see what all this hubbub is about, but she can't even get them, even with all of her charms and elbow rubbing. So we begin with all of you guys tired on a 6-hour shift, passing out flyers, once again, tiny little pixies, and all of these people who just don't seem to want to come to your circus.
I should have finished college.
I've had it. Yeah, that would have been good. What do you have to say for yourself, Marcus? You should be able to like cast some sort of spell or something. You should be able to, or you have like, I mean, we all have things we can do, but what are you doing?
I've been trying.
Yeah, Marcus.
I've been adding little flames to the top of the flyers. I've been having them fly around using minor illusion. No one seems to be paying any attention. The other circus.
And you're lucky that I'm fire resistant, Marcus, because I've been carrying this around with my wings and I'm way overqualified to be doing this.
We all are overqualified. No one thought we would be doing this for this long. The crowds are just supposed to show up. That's not our job to promote.
Right at that, a young child walks forward with eager eyes, seems to be interested in something that you guys want. He comes up to you, Marcus the Magnificent. Hi, I've been walking around looking for a fun show to come to, and my parents are standing over there. What's your show like?
Oh, our show is amazing. You will pay for all the seat, but you'll only need the edge because you will be astounded by everything that you see. Here, take a flyer. Come with us.
That sounds boring. And the kid turns around and just starts to skip away. What? I'd much rather go to Jasper's show. And he sticks his tongue out at you and then goes over to his parents, who unfortunately get into the line for Jasper's show. So once again, another client missed in this moment. And at that beat, you guys can hear those curtains open. You know who's coming out to check up on you. It's Mistress Fizzy Banks. Her wild, eccentric hair piled up to the top. She has coils of dark black hair intermixed with orange and red. It almost looks like a fire curl shot up to the sky. She wears crazy, crazy coats. She is your ring mistress. She is somebody that you guys have been with for a long time, and she just looks disappointed as she walks over to you guys very quickly and brings her hand forward. Come. Everybody circle up.
We've circled. It's a shape. Tell us what. What do you need? What?
I feel morale's a little low. Am I correct in this?
You could say that again.
Yeah, I think
you're really reaching for it here.
Funds are a little low.
Listen, I tried my best to collect everything. You know we split evenly here. I've always treated you with the utmost respect I possibly could as your ring mistress. We are one of the proud circuses in town. We don't take advantage of anybody, but it seems right now that Jasper's doing something that we don't have any sort of understanding about. I don't know what it is, and I can't get into that show.
Well, should we go over there and try to like burn it down or something?
That's a very strong approach there, Jaganan. Why don't we do something that's a little bit more friendly, so to speak? I don't want to scare any of our clientele away. Yes, Crikey, I can see you there. I know you're kind of short, but I can see you.
I have a suggestion. What if we sneak into Jasper and steal all their ideas?
You know, Crikey, I can't condone that as your ring mistress. That would be so silly. But just in case, I wasn't involved and I had no knowledge of this whatsoever. Maybe there's a world in which this could happen as long as you do it before your show tonight. You know, we need those clients in. You have but a few hours, but maybe I and she whistles very quickly and like tired and exhausted, and stepping out from the curtain is the animal handler, the one that really helps your Harrington friend here, as much as possible, Lazy Jack. That's his name, and that's his game, and he is Lazy Jack, and you know it. So Lazy Jack walks forward up to your circle, and he stands there, and he looks at all of you guys, kind of like, yeah, what's up? And she turns to him, and he looks to her, and he rolls his eyes, and he looks to all of you, and he goes, okay, yeah, maybe I have a scoop. Maybe I got a scoop on Jasper. Maybe I've been keeping my ear to the ground, being lazy. I've seen a few things.
I hope you're not referring to the scoop you use to scoop out the animals.
You're always putting him in my place, and I hate it. You know, one day I'm going to be just like you. One day I'm going to be a monster trainer.
You wish.
Get in there.
You wish. Please enlighten
What
us.
did you-
what did you
Enlighten
tell
us
them?
with wisdom. Enlighten us.
He flashes you guys 2 tickets, and they're shiny and they're golden. And they say Jasper's jumps on them, and it looks like those jovial jumpers. He takes a beat, and he kind of lets it shine in the light. And even Mrs. Fizzybanks gasps. She clearly didn't know that he had 2 tickets. And he looks to you guys, and he goes, I got 2 access points. Maybe you guys could use these, but I kind of want to see it myself.
And suddenly
How
not
did you get
lazy.
those?
Let's just say when you're siphoning through animal crap, there's some things that you might find, some treasures that you wouldn't suspect. So maybe you should be nicer to
Should've
me.
known.
Oh,
In
that
your
would
wildest
explain
dreams.
that would explain the smell.
Exactly. So 2, that's going to do 5 people good? 2?
And right away, Mrs. Your mistress, Fizzybanks, she grabs those tickets from Jack's hands, and she looks to you guys, and she goes, you know, I think that there's another access point, if I'm not mistaken. Lazy Jack was telling me about their dressing rooms as well.
Ah, yes.
The show's not for a couple of hours, as well as ours. They always do the show right before us. I feel like they want to steal our clientele by doing it an hour before us. Why don't you all maybe sneak in the dressing rooms when they're about to head to their show?
Yeah, I got an ability to help us be a little quieter than normal. Come on, yeah, let's get in a position. We gotta, yeah, I can do it right here. We gotta stay close. And I wave my little paws around. My ears kind of wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I say, "Hello, spirit of nature, help me out here!" And I cast Pass Without a Trace.
Amazing. Do you cast it on everybody here?
Yes.
Fantastic.
But you gotta stay within me, though. You just gotta stay close to me.
And right away, Anthony, can you describe what this is like?
Yeah,
the spell.
it's just sort of like, it's almost like the air itself kind of shimmers around us, and we kind of like it's like when you're looking at a field of wheat and you might see something, you think you see something there, but it's not really there. It's like that. It's like nature helping veil us from the passersby.
Yes, and the dancing tall grass kisses your face and licks up your legs. And you guys all right now have Pass Without a Trace, which gives you bonuses to your stealth checks as you move forward. I believe it's +10.
It's +10. Exactly, +10.
Right away, you can hear a faint laugh from your mistress as she goes, "Oh, I knew you guys would be on it, but don't forget you have a show in a couple hours, so be prompt." And she kind of grabs Jack and pushes him aside as he kind of pouts. But you do see those 2 tickets. They pass them off to Vico, to Crikey, just to make sure that Crikey has a hold of these 2 tickets if you happen to need them. And definitely a good thing they gave it to their rogue as you guys are pressing forward. So this line for Jasper's Jovial Jumps is out the door, and there are so many people there, including a couple of buff-looking guards watching both the front and the back entrances. So with that, could I please have everybody here make a stealth check, and don't forget to add that +10. Thank you.
Aha! Natural 20!
17.
16.
15.
Oh, plus 10. That's 26.
No, it's 7 plus 10, and so it's 17.
26. And Vico, what did
I'm
you
26.
get?
Yeah.
Crikey?
I rolled a 4, and I have already a 7 there plus the 10. Is that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's how it
that's
works.
21. 21. Well done. And my dear Zenith?
Just a sad little 15.
Okay, not bad. Well, luckily enough, these two guards did not roll high enough to catch any of you guys as you're passing them very, very quietly as a group. Kind of like din 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 din, and you guys are just making your way musically past them all. You can overhear people talking about the show, though, and this is the first time you've really gotten your ear to the ground about this. You can hear them talking about how captivating it is, how hard it is to look away from the experience, how enchanting it is. But everyone's kind of talking in circles about it. There's no specifics, so you're very curious as to what could be through those doors as you guys are making your way across the street, hitting up these changing rooms.
What do they got that we don't got?
I feel there's some illusionary
seems like
magic
if
here
anything.
at work.
I don't know, but it's making me feel bad. I mean, I don't want to hear about how great another show is.
Well, they don't even have details to why it's great, so who cares?
What if they're being enchanted while they're watching?
Do you think that talking like that is going to not make people notice us?
That's why
I'm
I
trying to
don't
be-
speak much.
And right at that moment, there's somebody in line who turns around, and you can hear him go, "Hey, is there? Oh, it's just a bird. Birds, just so annoying." They just kind of turn back around, hear them kind of talk dislike of birds.
Well, at least Crikey got them to talk about something else.
Oh.
So with
Fair
that,
point.
you guys very quietly and as a crew continue to make your way to the back dressing room. You can see that there is some sort of entrance, a smaller tent, a very classically sort of shaped white tent, probably no more than maybe 20 by 20 feet round, very circular, pitch tent, adjacent to that grand tent, this humongous tent full of lights and color that looks like it was probably adorned with certain jewels or certain paint that may have been from very distant lands. There's nothing like it. It is magnificent, truly, especially in the light of your much smaller tent that is much more traditional. So as you guys are approaching this tent, you can see there's some sort of movement coming from the first doors. And very quickly, you guys kind of all tuck around one of the corners and keep your ear to the ground as they're chatting. Can I have everybody please make a perception check to try to hear what conversation's going on?
25.
Rabbit ears.
Whoa. 10.
14.
11.
I got an 18 plus an 8 that I already have, so it's like, I don't know, math, 20 something.
26. Nicely done.
Thank you.
So, like the animals they are, your rabbit friend and your bird friend, both of their ears like perk up and they both look around the corner and they can hear this conversation going on, which seems to be between these two clothed figures. It's kind of hard to see from where you both are what they look like because they're wearing cloaks and they seem to be kind of hiding within the shadows of the curtains that they're talking between. But you can overhear this. So, do you think that today's the day? I don't know, man. He's been waiting a long time to do this. I'm really, really excited. I don't think they have any idea what's in store. Yeah, they definitely don't. The show's going to go out with a bang. And the two of them kind of do some sort of high five and make their way into the tent.
We got some ne'er-do-wells. They are
Yes.
ne'er-do-wells if ever I saw any.
Agreed.
Sound like they're
What's
doing
that?
very well here.
That's, they're up to no good. They're no good nicks.
Oh. So bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, should we let them just
Well, we knew
wreak
it.
their havoc?
No.
Should we let them mess it all up?
We should seize
No,
them.
I mean,
Oh.
are they going to do something to their audience? Who are they?
They may.
Unclear.
I
It
think
doesn't matter. That could have been our audience. So they're going to do something. Crikey, what are you gonna say? Because I'm interrupting you.
If we save them from tonight, then we will have them forever.
There we go.
That doesn't, no. That doesn't, no.
Sometimes the bird knows what he's talking about.
So Marcus, you want to go seize? You're seizing? That's your.
I mean,
you want to go seizure?
That's my first instinct.
All right, let's go. Go. We'll follow.
And as you are all approaching this door, this entrance, some music kicks up. And my dear friend Crikey, I would love it if you're inspiring everybody here. You're the one leading them all. And you have something come from your heart and soul as you're all approaching this door. And it just might be a little song. Do you mind hitting it?
Oh, yeah. Life's a balancing act. Tightrope this, jump off that. Hold your breath and don't look down. 'Cause under you's the whole dang town. Crikey, they all say. But that's my name, so it's okay. I'm a kenku with a flame that likes swinging in the air. So you gotta take a leap of faith. You gotta take a leap of faith. No time like now, no need to wait. 'Cause it's all a leap of faith. Oh, life will pass you by. You got no wings and you can fly. It doesn't mean that you haven't tried, as others watch on mortified. But that's the art of an acrobat. If you hit the ground, then you'll go splat. So just let your mind go blank. Close your eyes, walk up the plank. You gotta take a leap of faith. You gotta take a leap of faith. You must admit it's pretty great when you take that leap of faith. You gotta take a leap of faith. You gotta take a leap of faith. Hold on tight and shift your weight. Because it's all on that leap of faith. Yes, it's all on that leap of faith. The leap of faith, the leap of faith. The leap of faith, the leap of faith. Because it's all on that leap of faith.
I'm moved. In spite of myself, moved a little bit. Moved. You moved me.
You wanna take a leap of faith on me?
Yeah.
I feel inspired.
I didn't know you had it in you.
Why don't you bring that to the show
Thanks,
sometime?
little.
Crikey, I didn't even know you sang.
Maybe we could get some more people in the circus.
Act. That's an act.
Yeah. That's a great idea.
Singing while tightrope walking. No one's done that.
And everybody
No one.
feels inspired. You guys all get an inspiration that you guys can definitely use at some point in this game. So hold on to that when you might need it. Now, moving along, in that inspirational song as you made your way through these curtains, it was really quite an experience because you were expecting what you saw inside of here to be quite plain, at least from what the outside would have told you. But the moment you walk through the inside, it must be at least 100 times its size. So suddenly, this very small tent became this intense, almost internal changing room that almost feels a little, I don't know what the word would be, but sterile. It doesn't have a lot of color. It doesn't have a lot of light. Everything seems stone gray. And you can see in front of you, there is this rolled out carpet that leads to 3 doors on either side, 6 doors in total, 3 on the left and 3 on the right.
Do you think we crossed into another dimension or something? Did that just happen?
Feels
Yeah.
like it.
I was expecting a lot of bright color. I've also never felt smaller in my whole life.
That's saying something.
This is a lot for me. Yeah,
I'm uncomfortable.
I'm small. I don't know, but I'm seeing these doors, and I can't help but think that eventually we got to go through one of them. Should we look through this room? Should we try and find something that leads to what door we should go through? I don't know. This room is giving me the EBGBs, and I don't like it.
Should we all just take one?
Can we see the tracks where the ne'er-do-wells went?
Yeah, let's look around.
Okay, so there's 5 of you. Would anybody like to take a certain door? There's doors. We can just do them in a circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you guys can tell me maybe each of you doing a check on one of those doors.
Yeah.
Great.
So how do we do that? Yeah. It sounds like a plan. I heard a weird voice from on high recommend that we do one at a time checks of the doors.
Let's do it.
Oh,
Should we all do it
I
at
didn't
once?
hear it, but I trust you.
Or should we all take turns
Sure.
and watch the others to make sure we can save them if something happens? I mean, look, I'm a protector.
Alright.
So I'm always just work. What?
We gotta take a leap of faith. That's what we just
I'll
learned.
take the first door. I'll take the first door.
Crikey volunteered, so by all means.
Let's
Cranky,
open the first door to the left.
you very carefully approach it. You guys definitely feel this place is sterile, uncomfortable, and you can't really see the doors super clear since you have at least 30 feet in front of you to even get close to one of those doors. You go up to the one on the left, the first door, and I want you to make an investigation check for me, please. Crikey.
Oh, there's the other button there. Ooh, 16.
16. Okay, not too bad. So what you can tell from this door is it doesn't seem to be locked, which is good. But you can definitely smell the scent of perfume and sweat, something that feels like this might be the actual dressing room, at least from what your nose and senses can tell at this moment.
I'd like to go for it and just open the door.
You slowly open the door and slowly push it open. I just want you to make a quick stealth check for me as you're slowly opening that door.
+10.
+10.
Oh, bless math. Oh, 12 total.
Did you add that 10?
Mm-hmm, that's 12. 12 total.
Or do you have any other modifiers to your stealth?
Do I have other modifiers? Let's look at that.
I would hope.
Wait, where is it? Did I lose it? Oh, it's +7. Wait, let me do this.
Much
So
better.
it's 19.
Oh, so 19. Oh, bless.
Very quickly, as Cranky almost opened the door way too loud and tumbled everything aside. Very quietly, you realize that this place is stacked to the brim with clothes and boxes and batons and things that would be used for a circus. So thankfully, as you open it very quietly, you're able to catch that this is the door that those 2 strangers had walked into and conversed in. As you're pushing it open, you can overhear them having a conversation still. They seem to be getting ready for the show. Talking about how excited they are for this night and how they've been waiting for weeks, maybe even months, maybe even years for this big finale.
I would like to sneak up behind Crikey and place my hand on their back. And then, to silence, so that we don't move any further, I would like to cast Detect Thoughts upon those ne'er-do-wells to understand what their plan is.
Okay. So, what is the wisdom save on that?
It is 15.
And you're casting it on one or both of them?
I'm casting it on the closest one.
Okay. Well, the closest one fails. So you're able to pick up on some thoughts, which is this. Oh, God. I'm really excited for tonight. Gosh, I've been waiting for this for forever. Maybe I should go into the, just to check on my stuff in the duplicate room. No. Maybe not. I care too much about making him happy. It's just so important to make Jasper happy. even though Jasper is a whole lot more than meets the eye. And that's kind of what you can hear. So very quietly, you guys can tell that this door probably shouldn't be open too much longer unless you would alert the listeners. So you very quietly close it as the two of you are now informed.
I detected something. There's a duplicate room. I was able to discern a few thoughts from one of those ruffians. And
You better never do that to me, or I will come for you. Don't ever detect my thoughts. Don't ever.
How do you know I haven't done it already?
Oh, God. You and I are going to have words later. What is this duplicate room? What?
I don't know. He said there's a duplicate. He was talking about checking on his things and that tonight was going to be some sort of grand thing that he'd been waiting for a long time. And should he check on his things in the duplicate room? Now, I don't know if that's some sort of magician thing where, not many magicians use duplicates, or if it's something else, but it seems strange.
Could it be one of these rooms?
Maybe it's the
Got your
room
hand up,
opposite.
Do you think that maybe the duplicate room is the one right across from this door?
Let's check it.
The first one to the right. First one to the left. First one to the right.
It feels logical.
Let's explore.
I will check it.
And your little fairy friend very obligingly floats over to the first door on her right. Can I please have you roll an investigation check?
Of course. It's going to be 17.
17. Okay, so when you go up to this door on your right, the first thing you can hear is the sound of low growls and squeaking and barks. This door, whatever is behind it, it sounds busy and it sounds active.
Barking and squeaking.
Okay, team. So, this door, if this is the duplicate room, there's going to be some scary things inside. Really loud growls, really loud things that I know could hold me up in 2 seconds. So, maybe someone else would want to go inside of this room because it's certainly not me.
Well,
You think
I
we need
have
to go inside or just go to a
invisibility.
different room?
Let's go to a different room.
Different room.
All right.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. But that does make me think that they could be involved in some sort of this grand finale if the grand finale is not a good grand finale.
Well, then we might have to go in there and charm them or something.
I have some skill. I am, after all, an animal handler.
I was going to say, you do
animals.
this.
I mean, do you want me to? Do we want to waste time on that, or we want to try to find the other doors?
I feel like it could be a last resort. We might as well go look at the other door.
Yes.
All right. Okay. I mean, there's how many doors? 6, 5? What?
6.
6?
3,
1, 2,
6.
There's 3.
So that's
I'm
4
gonna go
left.
to the fourth door, from the left. I'm gonna look at it. What do I
You go
see?
up to the fourth door. Okay, so that's the furthest door on your right in this circle. So you walk up to it and you look around it. Can I have you roll an investigation check, please?
Yeah. Just 8. I'm a little, discombobulated because there's so much going on and it's just confusing.
God.
So I look. It's a door.
Yes, you in frustration go up to the door. You don't see anything that could be a problem, and you grab it and you open it, and you hear this. Something goes off in that moment. You don't know what it was, and everyone turns towards you, and there was some sort of snapping magic sound.
Hey, hi everybody.
That can't be good.
What did you do?
Oh, no.
What did you do?
I look in. Do I see anything in the room?
As you had just done that, you look in the room very quickly and you can see inside it's treasures beyond one's belief. There's stacks of gold. There's portraits. There's things that look like they have come from all different lands, jewels, beautiful, beautiful paintings, pictures. It looks like somebody has gone through several towns and maybe ransacked 3 or 4 of them. That's what this looks like inside of here. Just riches beyond one's belief. Now, you also see at the very far end a giant shining mirror, and you look at that mirror and you make eye contact with the moment that you can. Can I have you make a wisdom saving throw?
Sure. 14.
14. Okay. There is a moment where you can feel something from your mind get pulled in through that mirror, and you slowly see the mirror vibrate as if it's rippling, and as if there's water droplets coming from inside of it. Slowly, something starts to step out of the mirror, and it is a carbon copy of you.
Oh, hey, dude. Looking good. Looking sharp.
This
And
is
right away, they go to attack. Can I have everyone roll initiative?
This is the duplicate room.
The duplicate room.
8.
Oh, thank God.
15.
19.
15, 19, 8. Okay, anyone else?
2. Well, plus 3, so
Alrighty.
5.
So let's just go down the line really quick. Oh, 5. Okay, that's good. That's good. Who rolled the 19? One more. I'm just going to go down.
Me.
Seraphina.
Mariah.
Seraphina. Who rolled the 15?
I did.
All right, Jangington. Who rolled the 8?
Simla.
Say Crikey. And say Marcus. Marcus, Crikey, what are your dexterity modifiers? I need to know them to know who goes first.
I have 10, so 18 total.
Okay, so that'd be a +4. And Jason, what do you have?
0.
Then it shall be Crikey first. And then last but not least, our dear Zenith. All right, let's go. First up is actually the copy of Jangington. He rolled a 20. So right away, he kind of screams and reaches behind him and unleashes this humongous sort of whip. And you know this spell right away. This is Thorn Whip coming at you. What is your AC?
14.
Oh, it doesn't hit with only a 12. Oh, very close though. As it, you can hear
You
it.
can't get me. I know all the tricks you're going to try to do.
And then you hear him reply almost in exactly your voice. And I know that. And I'm also going to do all the tricks that you attempt to do.
Whatever.
So with that, it is now Seraphina's turn. What do you want to do?
Well, right away, Seraphina, joy to be around, not the smartest, instantly goes into a rage. This is not thrilling for her. So we're in a rage right a dang way. And then we're going to go on down and we're going to do my favorite things and we're going to pull out my dagger, and both of them. She is a very, very skilled dagger knife thrower, and she feels in this moment she's able to tell who is her friend and who is not. And so we're going to throw that first dagger right on over to this clone, this duplicate.
Yes, when you get enraged, you kind of pulse with energy. All of your muscles flex, and your little fairy head grows 12 times as you scream, and then it shrinks once more. So it's just like crazy fairy barbarian energy. Roll to hit.
Couldn't be better. All right. Oh. We have... We got a 24.
Nice, that definitely hits. Roll for your damage.
Love, love, love. And that is going to be an 8.
Nice. Yeah, you can see it crack. That first dagger goes in, hits through the armor hard, and I believe you might have a second attack.
I do have a second attack, and that's where my other dagger comes in. And that is going to be a 21.
Hits as well.
We love to see it with another 8.
Nice, yeah. Not looking great. You guys have been with Jangington long enough to know that if he takes too many hits, he's down quite quickly. And already, this rabbit replicate is looking rough. A lot of R's there. Jangington, it's your turn to attack yourself.
You think that it's so easy to do a thorn whip? You think you're so sharp? Okay, I'll thorn whip you.
Roll to hit.
Yeah, come on. That's a 27. See, that's how it's done.
Mwah, definitely hits. Roll for that damage.
And it's 8. 8's damage. It hurts you. The thorns go into your skin and they rip you apart a little bit.
Yeah, he's looking really rough. It's a bloody rabbit stew happening already over here right now.
But you have trying to copy me.
Do you have anything you want to do on your bonus action?
Yeah. No, I want to just taunt him some more because he dared to copy me.
Yeah, so you do a great dance battle off, and it's like you're both hopping around, like about to like almost like two kangaroos about to go at it. It's wonderful. Moving down the line, it is Crikey's turn. Crikey, what would you like to do?
I would love to throw a short bow from where I'm at, just to finish it over there, because I am done and I want to get some of that riches in my pocket.
Yes, roll to hit.
Do that. Do this. Is this what? Shabam. It's a 6 plus. Was that what?
It rolled a 6 plus. Do you have your modifier plus 8 or plus 7?
Yes, plus 7.
So that's 13. Not enough. Just misses as your short bow goes wide. However, you do have an additional attack you can do. I believe you can throw your dagger from a distance if you want to try to do that.
Yes, I'll do that. I'll throw my dagger. So do that again. Roll again. And it is, oh wow, I'm really just out of my game. It's a 9.
9. Okay, so with that one, you are just all this shiny, beautiful gold coming
really
from a poor background, and like you guys have not been able to do well with your circus. This is just a moment where your jaw, your beak, excuse me, is just open on the floor, and you're just kind of dazed, just shooting things off. You know you should help, but you're not. It is now Marcus the Magnificent's turn.
Yes, I have a question. Does the mirror image, does he have a goatee?
He does have a goatee.
He does have a goatee. I knew it. That's how we can tell them apart. I'm going to cast Firebolt, but I'm going to use my inspiration so that I have advantage to be sure that I strike true.
All right, roll to hit.
I get a 26.
Oh yeah, that hits. Roll for damage.
For damage. Aha! 19 points of fire damage.
Oh my gosh, this bloody rabbit, already ready for stew, is now cooked nearly to their prime. One more hit, and this rabbit is just meat. I'm sorry that you're seeing this, Jangington, because it's happening before your eyes, a version of what this could be.
It's the natural world. It's life and death. I'm very in tune with it. It's okay.
Then last but not least, it's Zenith's turn to finish off this rabbit.
I'm just going to start with some vicious mockery, even though I know that this guy's on his last leg, because I'm mad that he's trying to pretend to be my friend, and I don't like that.
And what's the AC? What do I have to try to hit there? The wisdom save, excuse me?
16.
Oh, yep, he fails. You get to roll for damage. I'm not rolling well today. Wow.
This guy.
5.
That's just enough to knock him down. How do you kill him with vicious mockery? What do you say that finishes off this rabbit? Tell me.
How dare you pretend to be Janian?
It's not that hard to pronounce. Jeez.
And like that, you can see his eyes go up and fall backward as his bloody, now singed rabbit is nothing but cooked rabbit meat. With that, however, and done all within one round, which is very impressive. So in D&D world, that's technically 6 seconds. You guys can tell whatever that poof of magic sound was stirred or alerted somebody in another door, as you can hear them trying to get a door open and say, one of the glyphs went off, one of the glyphs went off. Hurry, we gotta go check it. What do you guys want to do?
No one look in that mirror. We should turn it to the wall or destroy it. We want no more doubles coming out of there, first of all.
I can cast Shatter.
Can we grab the mirror and move it?
No, then wouldn't that require looking at it? Don't get close. Can I just shatter it?
Heck yeah, you can. You close your eyes and with your spell, your hand opens and you just throw out a shatter spell. As you can see, it's just shattering into a million pieces right before you. Safely, but very epic as this angel-like figure just puts out her hand and shatters the mirror before you. But still, as that mirror is shattering, you can still hear those people or things or monsters. You can't tell what it is. It's muffled sound behind one of the doors try to come and get you. Your door is wide open and you're in that room full of jewels and gems and goodies. What do you guys want to do?
I grab at least a little pocket full of something and shove it in my pocket.
A pocket full as well. Yes, please. Thank you very much.
Can anybody
let this
detect
go,
magic? I'm worried that these aren't
something.
real. No?
Oh,
Nobody.
whatever.
All right, let's
Yes,
just grab it.
I have a
Yes, Marcus.
I have a wand of magic detection. Let me use it.
Please.
This could all be illusionary. This could be copper pieces. I cast.
Because I
Then we got
want
some
it.
copper pieces.
I use
You take
my
it.
wand. They're like pennies.
You take a moment, you wave your wand of magic, and it takes a beat, and everything in this room, to your surprise, is real.
Okay, go for it.
Marcus, fill them.
All right, but we need to make it quick.
Yeah.
As you guys are taking a beat, you can hear that other door opening. Do you guys choose to close that door behind you? And maybe there's a lot of heavy objects. There's armoires. There's big chunks of gold. You guys can definitely put things in front of that door to stop anything entering for
Let's
now.
do it.
Absolutely.
I am small, so I would let you do that.
Fine.
Marcus,
Get
can you
out,
do
get
it?
out the way. Flit over there.
Okay.
As that is happening, you can feel like in your spirit, my dear little Seraphina too, you feel that moment that takes you back to when you were young as you're getting just cast aside by your rabbit friend. You know,
Yeah.
everyone thinks lowly of you, thinks that you're not capable of certain things, and you're just moved musically so much in that moment that you suddenly feel inspired to sing.
That's right, because I'm over people just looking at me like I'm small. I'm so much more than that. And here I go. When I was just a spark, I was hiding in the dark. The shadows looming tall try to keep me feeling small. But I did not obey, do anything that they would say. So I'd say, I will soar, hope the world's keeping score. You will see what this fate can be. Now I'm standing here, a different face, the same old fear. But this time I'll be strong, 'cause my spirit can't be wrong. So I will not obey to what they're trying to say. Now I say I will soar, hope the world's keeping score. What this fate can be. It's a merry-go-round in this town till you're free. I'll be free. And she sheds one single tear. And that's that. In her own moment. This is all by herself, by the way, I would say, in the corner of the room, and she's watching all of her friends collect these amazing treasures.
She was slowly floating around in all of the dancing through the jewels and singing through it. Like, she dramatically put her back up against the armoire at one point and like turned around and slammed her fist again. It was dramatic. It was 80s. It was beautiful. In that moment. So yeah, everyone, is just now in their own other worlds, getting everything together, stealing gold, stealing jewels, stealing everything they can. I want everyone who's trying to take things to roll a sleight of hand check for me as you're trying to gather the delicious stuff within this room in time.
Here we are.
17.
A 5.
I'm still going for it. It's a 12.
It's like kind of paw hands, so they're weird. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
7.
All right. Oh, a 7. Okay. So anybody who rolled a 10 and below, you're only able to get about 25 gold piece. Now that's better than a lot you've seen in a while. You know, that's not too bad. So you're going to hold on to that. Those who rolled between a 10 and a 15, not only do you find 50 gold piece, but you find 2 beautiful emeralds, probably worth around 50 gold piece at least, that you feel like you can amply hold because there's a lot of heavy stuff in here. Anybody who rolled over a 15, my dear Marcus the Magnificent, you find not only some gorgeous, gorgeous diamonds. You think you found 2 diamonds, which is a huge deal for a spellcaster.
Amazing.
You hold them up like 2 little gems in your hands, glistening beautifully, but you also see a note tied to them, which is the most interesting thing. And in that moment, you open the note and you read it. And it says, "To build the best revenge, make it a habit. The fairy, angel, bird, the magician, and rabbit. One by one, pluck their feathers, and soon you will find a way to ensure that your captives are mine. But first make haste, because they will see the one who set flames to their circus was me."
What you got there?
What? I share the note with everyone. Look at this.
Some sort of like badass limerick or something.
Yes,
I don't
but
know.
I think it's some sort of incriminating confessional poem of some sort.
Who would be sitting wasting their time writing that sort of thing?
Wait, they set
usually.
fire
They're
to a
just song
circus?
lyrics.
Villains.
Yeah, that's what I'm
that-
talking
And
is
we
that our
have a
circus?
circus. And they mentioned, we're mentioned in this poem.
Wait, so
one are
somebody
you?
Sure they care enough about our circus?
Oh.
I mean, they're bad
Was
guys,
me.
so I
Who's
guess they
this?
just
What,
care
the
about
person who
doing
did it
bad
was
things.
me?
I'll read it to you one more time. "To build the best revenge, make it a habit. The fairy, angel, bird, the magician, and rabbit. One
That's
by
us.
one, pluck their feathers, and soon you will find a way to ensure that your captives are mine. But first make haste, because they will see the one who set flames to their circus was me."
That sounds like us.
Well,
That
I
sounds
certainly
like-
don't want my feathers plucked.
I don't want our circus blown. I don't want
Exactly.
our circus.
Specific.
I don't want our circus to end
Then
up
maybe
on
we should
fire.
go back to the circus immediately. Our circus may be under duress. We should.
Can I have all 5 of you roll a history check to try to remember or recall what this is evoking or bringing up?
A 9. I'm like having trouble with the
7.
20.
6.
Unnatural, but 20.
A 5.
Modified.
Yes,
wait,
all
history?
of you.
Yeah.
Yes, history. 5. Yeah, you guys are all just trying to think, like, what could this be? What could this be? Marcus, there is a moment that you remember throughout your past 4 weeks here, which is that it's been hard, and you guys have been trying your best to get things inventive. And you've been trying to get your outfits redone. You've been trying to get your acts really shaped up. And you realize right now that there's only one person who has access to any of your feathers, coats, any of the animals you touch, somebody who seems to be close to you, the handyman, Lazy Jack.
Lazy Jack.
And
I knew that guy was no good.
in that moment, you feel compelled. Song comes from you as you realize maybe all is lost in this moment. As you slowly turn towards everybody and droop with your sad eyes.
Did you just pull a guitar out of your hand?
It was in the treasure pile.
Oh, all right.
You really are magnificent,
Can
Marcus.
sing? I mean, I'm a bard, but this seems crazy.
Yes. No, it's yes.
I'm compelled.
Magic cannot fix a broken heart. It comes crashing down every time I start. When I try to cast
a spell. It just reminds me of this hell that I'm living in. I wanna just give in. I stand alone inside this ring, looking back on everything that I did wrong. It's so hard to just be strong. I thought the sorcery could rescue me. A divination sent to set me free, but it pushed me further down. Now I'm stuck here underground. Oh no, magic cannot fix a broken heart. It comes crashing down every time I start. When I try to cast a spell, just reminds me of this hill that magic cannot fix a broken heart. Magic cannot fix a broken heart.
You know, there are
The
times when you speak
acoustics
the
in this
truth.
room.
Yes, there are times when you speak the truth, and that was the truth, my friend. That was the truth.
Take it all back. It was
Thank
a
you. I
perfect
know
time
this-
Marcus the
for a song.
Magnificent. Yeah.
Well, hopefully that will inspire us to go after Lazy Jack.
I knew that guy was no good. I told you.
why
Like,
are
that's
we
why I
going
give him a hard
after
time all the time.
That's what we were arguing
Why
about.
are we going
That's
after
not-
Lazy Jack?
I told Mistress Fizzybanks when he was filling out his application, when someone's name is Lazy Jack, maybe you shouldn't hire them. That's all I'm trying to say.
Especially because they're going to double cross you sometime. They're going to bring you
Very
down. They're
nice.
going to write weird poems.
Yes. Well,
Anyway, let's, yeah. Well,
So are you saying
Time
It
Lazy
was
Jack
weird that he
is
had
going to...
tickets to this show. So what do we think?
Oh, right. Should we split up?
no, never split the party. Not
No,
ever.
not yet. Not yet.
Well,
not now.
I mean,
Not
if we
ever.
gotta get Lazy Jack, but then these people here at this whatever jumping Jasper's
Ah.
Jaspery or whatever, they're gonna do something too. Like everybody's evil.
But Lazy Jack is a known. Let's go after the known, not the unknown, or the known unknown, or whatever. Let's go.
I bet Jack's here today. If Jack had tickets already, those 2 tickets he was trying to pawn off to us, I can't imagine him not being here right now.
Well, does somebody have a way of trying to
maybe
find
he
him?
was trying to get us-
Is there like somebody with like some sort of like?
maybe he's trying to frame us for what he's
Maybe he's trying
to
to
do.
get us out
or
of the
get us
way.
away from our circus. Well, right.
Yes. All right, let's clear out this door. This door that's all blocked off with armoires and whatnot. Let's get it away. Open the door. Deal with the people in here if we have to deal with them, and go to Lazy. Try it. Hop on over back.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Very
Get 'em.
quickly, you guys decide action is imperative. You don't know how long you've been in this place. Everything kind of feels like in this dimension, time might be moving differently. You're very familiar having been in the Feywild. Sometimes time moves differently in different dimensions, so who knows what the situation could be. You very quickly push forward the armoires. You move all of the gold. You open the door, and there are those 2 figures that you had seen before at the ready to fight, but they look confused, like they don't know what you're doing there. They don't know how to handle this. So they take a moment, weapons drawn, and say, "What are you doing here?"
Can I cast Charm Person?
Yeah, you can cast Charm Person. Yeah. What's the saving throw?
Great.
Oh God, they rolled horribly.
16.
Why? I rolled a 9. Only 10. They do not make it. One of them doesn't. Very quickly, and looks at you, kind of charmed, and goes, "You're real pretty, miss." Oh.
Thank you. Can you tell your friend to let us go through?
Oh, yeah, Guzbito. And the other one looks to them and goes, "Yeah, Ramfika?" And Ramfika looks to you and goes, I think we need to let them through. And Gazbito goes, I don't think that's a good idea. You know who's going to be real upset with us is Jasper. And then right away, she turns towards him and she goes, listen, I'm tired of Jasper, and so are you. We've been planning to break out for a while now, and I think it's time that we do something about it. Instead of just going through his plans, maybe there's something greater.
There is.
I've always wanted to be a singer. Are you a singer?
You know, I am. If you'd come to our circus, you would have found that out, but...
I only think that I'm going to stop fighting you if you actually are, can sing something. Might as well entertain me while I'm here.
All right, I guess it's time to, wait. I guess it's time to do a little enthralling performance. Hearing my songs and melodies brings you back to our memories, filling your heart with notes and chords, striking your soul with sonical swords. Don't be scared, child. You'll be fine. In the Feywild, there's no time. Hearing my songs and melodies brings you back to our memories, filling your heart with notes and chords, striking your soul with sonical swords. If you lose your way, look up high. It's a new day. Every night, hearing my songs and melodies brings you back to our memories, filling your heart with notes and chords, striking your soul with sonical swords, raising your heart with sounds and scales, giving your soul a magical tale.
And they are completely jaw dropped. Like one of them's like enamored. The other one's just like has tears in their eyes. And they both look to you and they go, teach us your ways. So you have these two followers that look a little strange. They have like strange looking skin. It's kind of gray, so you can't tell exactly what creatures they are, but you got them enchanted. They love you and they're following you. Their swords are put away and they're just looking at you enamored.
That's why we keep her around.
And I would tell you my ways, but we don't have time yet. So why don't you come on over to our circus? Just follow us. We're going to get a guy called Lazy Jack, and we need your help.
Let's do it. And so you got these two other, what appears to be darklings on your side as you guys are making your way out of this tent as quickly as possible and shuffling over to your circus, which seems to be at this moment as you're leaving the tent, the way that the light in the sky is, the way that time is moving, you have a feeling from the roars of the crowd from Jasper's show, it's ending and your show's just about to begin. So clearly whatever was going on in that circus tent is already done, but it seems like the real finale might be your circus. So quickly, you guys make your way across the street back to your circus, making your way through the main doors, pulling apart those entrance curtains, and what you see before you is like nothing you've ever seen before. Inside of your circus ring, you can see a whole audience already. It seems that maybe this might have been some audiences earlier that had gone to Jasper's show. You can see them all kind of looking enchanted. Their eyes look a little glazed, and they're all staring at the center where there's a giant spotlight right now. And you can see standing there in the center is some sort of character, very eccentric looking. The only person that could be at this moment it has to be Jasper. You haven't met Jasper yet, and you don't know why Jasper wants this, but Jasper is standing there and then slowly opens and unfurls his hand and says, "Finally, our finale, our finishing act. We've been waiting for you." And slowly he beckons you all forward.
What are you doing in our circus there, Mr. Man?
He kind of laughs and throws back his voice, and you can hear the rest of the audience laugh, echoing in the cacophony of sound with him, and then quickly stops as he looks at you all and he goes, "You all took something from me a long time ago. I'm here as a fun little payback. Do I look familiar?" And very quickly, you can see his shape change into Lazy Jack. And
Lazy Jack!
Slowly change back into Jasper once more, and he says, "You had no idea, did you? I've been following you these past 4 weeks or so, a little bit longer even. I know I came aboard, a few months ago, but it was always my goal to slowly take you down. I've always wanted to be the leader, not just of the circus, but for what you all did to me a long time ago, especially you." And he points to you, Jangington, and he points to you, Seraphina, too. And he points to the two of you guys, and he goes, "You, Seraphina, your barbarian fairy tribe was the reason that most of my minions went away. And then you, Jangington, you are the reason that so many of my monsters have been left behind. You guys have been collecting different eclectic people and things from around the forgotten realms for so long you didn't realize who you were stealing from. Well, it's not just me who wants to say thank you, but Bavlorna sends her regards. All right, everybody, in this moment, what do you wish to do?"
I'm gonna conjure one of the. I'm gonna take out my little gilded acorn and I'm gonna summon a beast. And it's gonna be a nice wolf. It's gonna be like right next to me.
He is so excited to battle you all. He's all going to give you a round of opportunity to attack him. It's almost like he wants it and wishes for it in this moment. Center stage, ready to play. So, what do? You summon some of your animals, and you go to attack. Roll to hit. Oh yes, let's go down the road. Yeah. Seraphina, what do you wish to do?
I'm just gonna say Seraphina again, although a good time, not the brightest of the bunch. And she's standing there and she goes, "I don't understand. I don't know what's happening right now. Who are you? I have never seen you before in my life, and this is really starting to stress me out because this is my circus." And she instantly goes into a rage, which usually happens when she can't understand a specific situation. So that's where she's at.
Yes, this fairy, just full of emotions, just explodes into rage. Once again, her head inflates like 12 sizes and then shrinks once more as all of those muscles in her neck tense.
Amazing.
Great. And what would you like to do? Let's see, Zenith. Let's do Zenith next. We're all prepping things. We're all getting.
I would like to become a radiant soul.
Okay. So you flesh out your wings. You take a moment, you channel your divine energy, and wings, angelic wings, burst from behind you. This is really only done once per show sometimes. But even with that, you can hear some audiences go ooh and ah, maybe even at Lazy Jack's whims and direction.
Thank you. Thank you.
But you look and you are glowing. Moving down the line, Crikey, what would you like to do?
I say, "No one messes with my people." So I grab the token that reminds me of my parents and I kiss it goodbye, and I shove it back in my jacket, and I run towards Jasper/Jack with my vicious rapier to get close, and I go for it.
Amazing. So you're running, ready to hit. You're prepping that action. And last but not least, Marcus the Magnificent. What are you going to do?
Is he alone in the middle of the circle?
Indeed.
I would like, before any of my compatriots or summoned animals reach there, I would like to cast Fireball right on his head.
Okay, amazing. So let's start with the fireball, and then we'll move back up the line, everybody. So, and then we'll roll initiative after this, just so everybody knows that you're all rushing forward at the same time. It looks pretty epic in the middle of the Circus battle. What's the saving throw?
Dex 15.
It does make it, so only half damage. Can you let me know how much?
Yes, it would be 32, so half of that's 17.
16.
Ooh.
16, I mean, yes.
16.
I'd
Okay.
be smart, but you're bad at math.
I was trying to sneak one more in there, you know?
It's amazing. So there's this beat where you just envelop it in flames, but you can tell that this Jack seems to be a lot stronger than you were expecting. This is definitely not a human, whatever has been hunting you guys or watching you for a while. So next up, let's have Jangington. What animals are you conjuring, and what are you sending forward?
Well, it's a wolf, but it's like, you know, it's a like a fey spirit of a wolf, so it's got like cool, you know, like tendrils that are kind of glow off of its fur, and it's got like glowing eyes, you know, and it's kind of bigger, a little bit bigger than a normal wolf. But I get to go first. It goes second, but I conjure it, so that's my move, I guess, and then it takes a nice, you know, running leap at his throat, and it tries to growl and growl and grab with its maw.
Yeah, so right after that fireball goes up in flames, you get that wolf, you cast it as far up and close to that enemy as you can, and it goes and leaps. Can you roll to hit, please?
Why did it roll? It's a 13 plus. It's got to look at my thing. It's good. It's a. Where is that? Oh my goodness, I have it all here. It's where does it say it to hit?
Under wolf attacks.
No, I'm looking at my. It's a thing. It's a 13 plus 4. It's 17.
Oh, wow. Well, that's just enough to hit, so that's good to know. As it goes and leaps forward and finds leverage. What is the damage?
It's 1d8 plus 4 plus 3. So it's 1d8 plus 7 is what it is. So that's an 8. No. I mean, it's a 9 plus 7. No, sorry. It's a 4 plus 7 is 11.
Nice, 11. We will do the maths as the energy picks up at the finale. As the fade wolf just latches on, and you can hear him kind of like laughing, but he's a little annoyed. Like he wasn't expecting you guys to have all this up your sleeve, because you guys usually do not show this much of your energy. You're just circus performers. You're not fighters, but this is clearly calling for it at this moment. Moving down the row, let's have Seraphina and Crikey. You guys are going to go back to back as Seraphina's running forward in her rage, ready to hit.
I'm running forward in my rage ready to dang hit with my hand axe. We're ready to go. We want to get it in there. We want to get him right to him. And I roll a 12.
A 12. All right. Unfortunately goes wide and swings open and misses, unfortunately, in that bait. So you kind of go forward and you just miss it, and like it kind of gets like lodged on the ground.
But she was passionate, and that's what matters.
That's what
sometimes.
matters. That's what matters. And also because of how fairy magic works and how barbarian magic works in this moment, every single time you throw something, it like enlarges the moment it leaves your grasp. So like as you're shouting and you're lifting it up, just this gigantic out of nowhere massive axe comes forward and misses and swings wide.
Cool.
Do you have a second attack?
I hope some people thought it was fun. I do have a second attack. Thank gosh. I look for the audience for applause. It doesn't seem I'm getting a lot. So I go back to my, okay, thank you. I go back to my handy dandy dagger, which I am great at when it comes to throwing, and I roll a 15.
15. 16 unfortunately misses whatever this creature is. As once more, you just can't quite seem to get
We're not doing
leverage.
great.
You're confused about why they're angry with you, and you're just feeling the feels. You're feeling the feels.
Yes, there's a lot of emotions happening, and I think it's clouding Seraphina, unfortunately.
Oh, 100%.
We get it.
So, Crikey, it's your turn as you're running forward and lunging with your rapier.
I am lunging, I am running, I am cartwheeling, and I do the thing, I'm winding up, and I roll an 18 plus math. It's a 7 and 1d8 plus 4. What does that mean?
That's great. That means you rolled a 25 to hit, which means you successfully. You can tell me the flips that you do, because you're an acrobat. Like, this is your thing.
I do 3 cartwheels, I cart jump, I like leap in the air, like I'm like my feet up, and go bam, and a gorgeous little like twirl as I like go for it.
Beautiful. Roll for damage.
Wow, there's another one. I got 14 damage.
Nice. Yeah, you find leverage and you slice into this creature, this being, real hard with your rapier. Do you wish to use your sneak attack damage? Because you have that available to you. So you can roll that extra.
Absolutely. Rolling on that. And that means... Oh, what is a 7 on my sneak attack?
Nice. So you get a little bit more leverage into them and to their leg as you're just slicing deeper. Well done. All right. So moving down the line, last but not least, it is Zenith. What do you want to do?
Well, I have put on that Radiant Soul. So now I'm flying speed toward them with my long sword.
All right, you get out your longsword with your beautiful singing operatic voice, kind of echoing throughout the circus. You can hear the 2 Darklings who have followed you guys in, kind of still enamored, go, wow, as you lift up that longsword and you slice down at them. Can you please roll to hit? And don't forget, everybody, some of you still have that inspiration from much earlier, if you need it.
Roll to hit. Oh, shoot, where is it? I got a 6 plus 2. Is that right? Yeah.
8 does not make it, unfortunately. But do you wish to use that inspiration that I just mentioned?
Wait,
you have
no,
one
because
from a song earlier, so you can roll again.
But my Radiant Soul adds 6 to it, doesn't it?
I might only add 6 damage.
Damage, yeah, you're right.
But you can attempt to hit again with that advantage because you have that one inspiration you can burn.
Okay. 19 plus 2.
Much better. 21 to hit does hit. So slash down and cut through it with that power and that Radiant Soul. Go for it. What is your damage?
10.
10. Nicely done. Slice into it and it's burning with that, cutting through like butter with whatever this creature is. Now, as this all happens, as this round all occurs, there's this beat where very quickly you can hear this low chuckle coming from whatever this lazy Jack is, and you hear it, and he goes, well, that was fun, wasn't it? Now it's my turn. And very quickly, you are all plunged into total darkness. So, to be quickly described what this is, within a 15-foot radius sphere, darkness spreads around the corners. Any creature with dark vision can't see through the darkness, and non-magical light cannot illuminate it. If the point you choose is an object, so it's this person, it's all around them, it's completely covering everything here, okay? You cannot see. It is blinding. Now, those outside of the fighting pit, that 15-foot radius, those remaining at distance, you can tell there's just this blackened pit of emptiness in the center. You don't know what's going on, but clearly it's about to get rough. So I want everyone to roll initiative for me as we see where this battle goes.
Can I cast Dancing Light? It says it's a cantrip.
Right. You might be able to on your turn, so keep that in mind.
17.
Oh, okay.
17.
18.
18, Seraphina.
7.
7 from Marcus.
10.
Cover my robe.
5 from Crikey.
Yeah.
Oh, and a 10 from Zenith. Okay. And they rolled. Let me see. Okay, all right. Seraphina, you're actually up first. Now you are enraged and you can't see anything. It's complete darkness.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, what just happened? The lights just turned off. You can kind of hear your friends still around you. If you try to hit right now, everything has to be with disadvantage as you're moving forward because you cannot see. So, quick note.
Is the whole field, like everything that we're in, this whole circumference is covered in darkness? All of it except for the audience?
Complete darkness for 15. And right now, because you're in it, you can't see which way's out. You don't know which way's north, south, east, west here.
Okay. Well, I don't know. She is going to try an attack because it is what she's, as a barbarian and an aggressive soul, she wants to give it her chance. And so she pulls out her javelin and she's ready to go.
All right, roll to hit with disadvantage. And for everybody watching and reminding you guys, disadvantage is rolling 2 d20s and taking the lower of the 2, unfortunately.
Yep. Okay. Dang it. 10.
Not enough, as you can hear this swoosh of the javelin move beside, but you still have a second attack. So do you wish to attempt it again with disadvantage still?
I'm gonna go again. Seraphina is a fire. She's a firecracker, and we're gonna use that javelin one more time.
And don't forget, you can make one roll if you wish to use your inspiration.
Yes. Okay, one of them is gonna be inspiration, and the lower is 17.
Yay! So you hit, you find leverage somehow. So can I have you please roll for damage?
You know you can. She's feeling a high right now. Oh. Okay, it's gonna be 7.
Nice. Yes, you can feel the crack, the ability. You got in some sort of meat in front of you. You're hoping it's not a friend there. It doesn't sound like it is. As you're in front, and you clearly stab the enemy before you, and you hear like, "Ugh, I'm gonna get you." It's kind of what you can hear.
She's like, "I know that's not my friend. That is a stranger who knows me very well for some reason."
That is your turn, Seraphina. It is now Jaggington's turn.
All right, so I know I can't see him, but I'm still about 30 feet away. I'm gonna try to thorn whip him. I understand that it's a disadvantage, so I'm gonna try it twice. Like rolling twice, and the first one was very good, but it doesn't matter.
Try your best. I believe in
22.
you.
The second one was good. 22.
Okay.
I'm
Roll
just
for
the
damage.
whip is like it's like I'm very mad.
Yeah, that's impressive. Roll for damage, please.
It's not letting me. Why isn't it letting me? There we go. That's 6 points of piercing damage.
Amazing. And is your wolf still active as
My
well?
wolf is there in the darkness. And then a question: my little friend the Kenku is still next to this guy, right? So the wolf gets to actually roll normally because he has advantage for pack tactics. So it's a normal
that's
roll
amazing. All right. So what was the wolf's roll? Just so I know where to put them in initiative order.
But the wolf is very confused by the darkness, and even with it, he rolls a natural 1. So
okay, so last on the order. But your thorn whip finds leverage, and that's all that matters in this moment, as you can feel the crack, and you pull it back, and you can see it's lined with a little bit of that delicious-looking blood.
It's
all
okay,
right.
Wolfie. It's okay. I didn't see it because you're in darkness, but I didn't hear your mash of teeth, so I know you missed. So it's okay, though.
And now it is the enemy's turn. Lazy Jack, as you can hear, whoever's close to him within 5 feet, you hear the cracking of something. You hear like something shifting as if he's growing and enlarging in size. You can't see what's before you, but something just went from a normal size to something much bigger. As this is happening, very quickly, Seraphina, I need to know your AC.
Oh, it's 13.
All right, with 2 attacks, one finds leverage with 21, the other one finds leverage with 26. As you feel these hands or claws come at you, one for 8 points of slashing damage, the other for 10.
Okay.
Ah,
So a
because you're
total of
raging.
Oh yeah, halved. So only 9 points in total of damage. But you can feel them.
God.
And they're definitely lashing at you and they're clawing at you, little fairy form, but you're kind of taking it. You're used to it as a barbarian fairy. All right. That is its turn. Well done. Moving down the road here. It is now Zenith's turn. What would you like to do?
First of all, as a bonus action. No. Oh, wait. Oh. Okay. Yes. As a bonus action, I would like to do a mantle of inspiration so that everyone gets 8 hit points.
8 extra hit points on top of
all 5 for my friends only, not him, not the bad guy.
So you make sure that you kind of channel this mantle of inspiration into the well, draws from beneath you, as all of you guys get 8 temporary hit points just in case something goes awry.
I feel strangely stronger.
You're welcome. I would also, because this doesn't require any of my, because it says at will, right? So it doesn't require any of my turn, cast dancing lights.
Oh, you can, yeah, that's true, because Mantle of Whispers is an ability of yours, and then the spell you can just cast at will. So you take a beat, you focus it, and you cast dancing lights, expecting this to break through the darkness. But unfortunately, it seems like that spell is not strong enough to defeat whatever magical darkness this is. And so your dancing lights kind of enter it and then leave it, and enter it and leave it, but it brings no sort of illumination into the center of that spell. But good try, good attempt. Moving down the road, we have Marcus the Magnificent. What do you wish to do? Yes.
Will magic missile work to a target through darkness?
Yeah.
Well, then, I cast magic missile at level 3, which gives me 2 additional missiles, and 5 magic missiles fly out of my hand and strike at him for 19 points of damage.
Wow. Well done. Marcus, you're really showing up here magnificently. I understand deeply. You just don't mess with magicians. Noted. Is that your only action? No bonus action, no movement? You're all good? I'm feeling like I'm checking in with everyone and you're all at least staying where you wish to be.
That is good for me, yes.
Perfect. Moving down the road. Crikey, what you gonna do?
Okay, so the magic missile hit. You're not seeing anything more, right? It's just still super dark.
Yeah, you just hear like,
things. But I'm very close to this crazy wild creature, Jasper, whatever it is now. Does it make sense to throw 1,000 balls on the ground, hoping that the creature will slip and fall?
You totally can do that if you wish. That's a really fun thing to do. I'm going to have you roll that with disadvantage, though, and see if you're able to kind of gauge where you should throw it. So roll me a sleight of hand check as you unleash your bag of balls.
Sleight of hand is an 11 plus 7. That's 18 minus what for disadvantage?
You would just roll that first die again. So first was an 11. Roll one more and see if you get lower or higher.
Oh, that's right. That's what that meant. And that would be, so at 5, I got 5 now. 5.
Okay, so 5 plus 7. So that's a 12. Not as good as the first roll. So you take a beat, you unleash your bag of balls, and you're just there, like they're somewhere. I don't know where they are, but they're around. And that's okay. We'll see what happens in the moment.
Great. It was a disadvantage for me too, but hope, crossing fingers.
Crossing fingers.
Like, is it like sleeting all of a sudden or something? What happened?
I know that sound. Crikey dropped their balls.
Nobody move. We can't see them. Good thing I have wings. I'm just flying.
It is now the wolf's turn to attack.
The wolf again?
It rolled a 1. It's all the way down to the 1 at the bottom of initiative right now. So it's now the wolf's turn.
Oh, that was the attack, though. But okay.
Oh, it attacked
the
with
wolf,
you.
Yeah,
I
the wolf
see.
attacks with me. Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes those animals get their own roles, so this is great.
Yeah.
That's perfect. And unfortunately, that natural one actually helps me do something because I didn't realize it was a natural one on the roll for attack. When your wolf attempted to bite out, not realizing where they were biting, can I have you roll a 1d4?
Yes. Sure can. That's
Thank
a 2.
Ooh, a 2, and that means Crikey gets hit. So can you please roll the damage that your wolf would have done to the entity in the middle?
Poor little Kenku.
I deserve it.
That's a 6 plus 4 plus 3. That's a 13. 13 points of gnashing teeth.
What a life.
I deserve it.
In that moment, you hear some sort of beast like latch onto you and like bite you, bird style, and you just assume it's the bad guy, but it definitely hurts. And unfortunately, 13 points of damage. Well, the battle's
When you get hurt,
definitely
you
heating
say your
up.
own name repeatedly? You just call out your own name?
She can only rely.
Back to the top
rely
of
on
the turn.
themselves
It
for
is.
help.
Back to the top of the turn. It's Seraphina's turn. What you gonna do, Seraphina?
Seraphina, this is also she's at the end of her rope, meaning Mariah Rose Faith has to go soon.
Yeah.
At any moment. So she's given it all she has with it. She looks at her circus troupe, and it's different creatures and souls that she's really come to love. And she goes and gets out her daggers one last time, and hopefully not for the last time ever. But the ones that she's great at throwing, so she's gonna roll to hit one of those daggers.
All right, roll to hit. Let's do it.
Are we still taking disadvantage?
Fortunately, yes, that darkness is still there.
Okay, great. It's going to be a 13.
Misses that first hit, but you have a second attack that you can attempt to do.
We do, so we're pressing that other dagger, and it's gonna be great. And then we're gonna 15.
15 does not make it as she misses.
Oh, this is such a sad girl.
And in that moment, you can just feel this little fairy's wings sadly fall to the side. Like, what did I do wrong? Oh, I'm sorry, my Mariah Rose / Seraphina too. You're doing your best, and I know that means you might have to bow out very soon. So
I think this is unfortunately the bow out.
So there's a
for
moment.
Little
Seraphina takes a beat. She very sadly sits on the ground in the darkness and just lowers her head, hoping that her friends will be able to take it, because that rage, unfortunately, with no hits for a while, dissipates, and she's just feeling a little ferried out. So
she does say it a little to Lazy Jack, though, in this moment of an apology, that I'm sorry, I don't know what I did to make you so sad or so angry with me and my friends, but I hope everything becomes resolved for you. A little late.
A little late as she lowers her head. And with that, Mariah, you're a star. Thank you for coming. And
little lady.
we'll move down the line to Jangington. Jangington.
Janginian. It's not that hard. Jeez. Yeah. Whip. Watch me whip. Watch me nay. What else can I do? Think it's dark, but I can try my best. I'm going to try twice. That's the first roll was very good, very strong. The second roll was also very strong. It's a 20 to hit.
A 20 to hit does connect. Roll for damage.
Yeah,
Dang.
I'm feeling myself. 5 points of piercing damage with that thorn whip.
Well, and then you
finds
get
leverage. It does seem like whatever you were.
He gets
I'm not
extra
going to pull him
hit
closer to me. I
points.
don't want him anywhere near me.
Oh yes, but we've already established that. If I'm not incorrect, I think that our dear rabbit friend knows that he is feeling better. But that being said, I think there's a wolf still active in this battle.
He's ready to redeem himself, but he's still he's like spitting out feathers, and he just rolls a 12 to hit. It's not good enough. He's like, what did I just bite? I'm not trying to eat a bird.
Yes, you
No.
can hear coughing around you, Crikey. You don't know why, but something clearly is coughing up your feathers in that moment. Moving down the road, it is now the enemy's turn as this giant sounding something turns towards you, Crikey, and rolls to hit. So what is your AC?
This it is 15.
Well, one misses, but one's a natural 20 as they go to hit, and you can just hear these claws unfurl and miss you wide, and you kind of do a little laugh. And then the second one opens and finds you for a total of 20 points of damage.
Am I dead?
You might be my Crikey friend. You might be. Crikey. Crikey, that was just enough. That was just enough. Unfortunately, those 2 turns was exactly your hit points. You're not dead. You're unconscious and on the ground. But that is your turn, my dear Crikey. And unfortunately, we got to move down the line to Zenith. What are we going to do? Nobody knows that you're down and out because there's darkness.
Sounded like Crikey got hurt, but I'm just gonna push through. First, I'd like to do some vicious mockery on this piece of crap, Jasper guy.
All right, what is the roll for that?
16.
Oh, it does say vicious mockery. You have to be able to see them within range, just so you know. And the target, I had to look up that spell, so you cannot see them, so you cannot cast that spell.
I can't do it. All right, well, looks like I'm gonna just go back in and use my shoot. Do I have a crossbow? I have a crossbow, but I don't see it on here.
You had your longsword out too, as well. You're
had my
engaged
longsword,
right there in
but
melee if you wish to use that.
I'll just do the longsword because the crossbow I can't find anyway.
Sounds good. Now, don't forget to roll with disadvantage because unfortunately you are in the darkness.
It's tough. 19. Oh,
Good.
no. My second roll was a 3.
Oh, plus, and your modifications will probably not be enough to get up to that armor class of his. So there's a
11.
beat, and you try to swing your long sword. Yeah, not enough, as it goes wide once more, and you just miss, unfortunately. Moving down the road, Marcus, what you gonna do?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I cast at level 3 one more time, magic missile with 5 missiles.
All right, roll for the damage.
But I pre-rolled because we're on a show for 21 points of damage.
Magic missile. Why did I give that to you? All right. This spell definitely hits this enemy hard, and it's not sounding good. You can hear after missile after missile after missile, just like, no. And you can hear him getting angrier and more frustrated that clearly the plans are not going the way he was expecting in this moment. Crikey, it's your turn. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is the Crikey call. I need you to roll a death save, so I need you to roll me a D20, please.
Okay.
Just a straight D20 and tell me what it is.
A 3.
That is one failure. No, Crikey. So 2 more of those. Unfortunately, you are dead. So we got to go back to the top of the turn and hope that doesn't happen. Seraphina passes on her turn. Sad and forlorn. She has given up. So it is now Jaginian. I'm missing the in sound. Thank you. Jaginian.
All right, it's like it ain't broke, don't fix it. I ain't got many other things I can do. So the first one was a very good roll again, and the second one was an 18. So yeah, I'm feeling my thorn whip. I'm just feeling it.
Okay, roll for damage.
I'm just like I'm not very accustomed to this sort of combat thing, but somehow I got so overexcited and overconfident. It's just for two points of like piercing. It's like a little pinch. I just pinched it.
That's enough. That's enough to get him. So what happens in this moment is suddenly your thorn whip, you are a monster trainer. You're an animal trainer. This is your skill set. And your thorn comes out and you can hear it wrap up around whatever this creature was, and you pull him. This time you pull him out of the darkness, and you can see what is before you. Now coughing up blood, looking very rough on his last leg, dying before you, unconscious before you. This is a monster of some sort. No, a large giant. This is an Oni that has come for you. And this Oni was one of the protectors of all those monsters from this hag that a long time ago, your ring mistress told you that she had stolen a bunch of animals from.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you realize that this enemy is one that has been there for a long time.
Yeah.
And
yeah. These Onis, I heard about these Onis. They're no good. Talk about no goodniks. They are the epitome of no goodniks.
And thankfully, as the quiet seems to settle and the audience kind of looks around confused, it seems whatever sort of enchantments were happening maybe are slowly dissipating. The darkness spell very slowly starts to fade away as you can see all of your friends before you now safe.
Wait, I see that Crikey's on the ground.
Crikey is on the ground. What do we do?
I said, Crikey, wake up, and I cast Healing Word.
Crikey, you're brought back to life on just a few hit points, no doubt.
7 hit points. You got 7 hit points back from my Healing Word.
Excellent.
Thank you.
It's good to have you back, Crike.
And with that, you guys look around and you can see that this whole area, everyone seems to be upset. The audience seems confused. They're booing, they're hissing, and they all leave. You know, they don't know what they just saw, but clearly this is not a performance of any type. And as they're slowly leaving, you can just see your mistress, your ring mistress, Fizzy Banks. She's just there and says, "We tried our best. Maybe come back another time. We promise we'll give you a good show." And everyone's just, "Aw, boo," and they all leave. As everyone is exiting, she turns to you guys, kind of nodding slowly and saying, "You know, you guys, I got to be honest with you. I don't know what that was or why that happened, but I'm sorry. It sounds like it was kind of my fault, to be honest.
A little bit.
I've made a lot of sacrifices to get everybody in shape for this, and as you know, I might have, made a few hags or a few Onis angry in my time, and I should have probably told you that."
Yeah, but I mean, you can't be responsible for what no goodniks do.
That's true, I guess. Maybe it's time for me to retire. I've always wanted to give this circus over to you all, and, I clearly have some monsters and demons I need to handle on my own. I don't want to bring them to your doorstep. So, Jangington,
Jang Indian is not that hard.
Jangidian! After our 6 years together, where I should have known your name, would you do the honor of taking my mantle?
Absolutely. I'm clearly a very good person to have in the position of authority. Why not? Yeah!
And with that, Jang Indian turns towards everybody and sings our final song.
Well, the time has come for our goodbyes. Glad we made it in one piece. Who would know if we would live or die? Either way, it's a relief. Some monsters can't be tamed. Some demons you can't see. But I won't be ashamed, because you're here with me. We will entertain you till your woes are gone. May the thrill sustain you. The show goes on. We've lost a lot, but it's about what we've got. And though it looks rough, you and I are enough. We will entertain you till your woes are gone.
And for the audience members still there, there's applause. Everybody, that is our game. That was our show, our experimental show. We had so much fun playing with you. It was so over the top and wonderful, exactly what a carnival and a circus should be and feel like. So with that, we only have one song, and that's a goodbye. It's a goodbye from us to you. A little fare thee well, and a little bit of rockin' out.
Goodbye from the witchlight, what a treat. This show really had you on your feet.
You saw all the splendor, all the style.
We told you it was worth your while.
And there was singing, there was dance, and there was magic and romance.
A Kenku flying through the air.
A beast to give a little scare.
Goodbye from the witch life. Goodbye from the witch life. Goodbye from the witch life. Goodbye from the witch life.